The Real World Reset. Why 2026? Demands a return to face-to-face reality. The era of the earned handshake. In the late 70s and 80s, tech and social interaction shared a common foundation. Accountability. If you were a technician, a hobbyist, or just a guy in a neighborhood, your reputation was your primary currency. You didn't just have respect, you built it through consistent face-to-face interactions. Back then, if you had a disagreement, you dealt with it. You looked a person in the eye, hashed out the logic, and either found common ground or walked away with a clear understanding of where you stood. There was no ghosting in the physical world. If you were a fraud or a know-it-all who actually knew nothing, the community corrected you in real time. Reality was the ultimate filter. The block culture. The death of grit. As the internet matured, we traded accountability for convenience. We entered an era of transactional trust. We started trusting people by default, not because they earned it, but because the interface made it easy. However, this came with a kill switch. The block button, instead of developing the social grit required to handle conflict, we learned to vaporize anyone who challenged us or annoyed us. This trust everyone until they cross a line, then delete them culture has made society fragile. We've lost the ability to navigate the friction of different personalities. We live in echo chambers where the only people left are the ones who don't trigger our urge to hit ignore. The 2026 went home. Is anyone home? Now we've hit the wall. In 2026, the question isn't just, can I trust this person? But is this even a person? We are drowning in a sea of AI-generated content, deep-fake voices and LLM-driven profiles that can mimic human empathy better than most humans. The trust, then block model has failed because you can't block a ghost that can generate 10,000 new versions of itself in a second. When the digital world becomes indistinguishable from a hall of mirrors, trust becomes impossible. We are currently suffering from a reality deficit. We are high on digital interaction, but starving for actual human presence. The fix: reclaiming social integration. To fix the state of social integration and bring us back together, we have to acknowledge a hard truth. The screen is a barrier, not a bridge. We need a radical return to physical presence. Here is how we fix the rot. Biological verification. We must prioritize the biological handshake. Eye contact, body language, and physical presence are the only forms of communication that AI cannot yet fake in a room. We need to reinvest in our immediate physical communities. The people we see at the store, the garage, or the local diner. You can't block your neighbor without consequence. You have to find a way to coexist. Offline first, we need to treat the internet as a tool for data, not a venue for life. Real relationships require the dirt of reality, the smells, the sounds, and the unedited flaws of a real person. Earned respect versus granted trust. We must stop handing out trust to avatars. We need to return to a culture where respect is an asset that is earned over time through physical consistency. The conclusion. We've spent decades trying to digitize the human soul, and all we've managed to do is lose our sense of what's real. To bring society back together, we don't need a new app or a better algorithm. We need to put the phones down, walk out the front door, and start looking each other in the eye again. Reality trumps the unreal every single time. We just have to be brave enough to show up for it.